Just give me 1 second.
Game 13 prediction winner Kingsley Stanley.
Oh, Kingsley Stanley.
Name Matthew Kirkishന്റെ പേരിട്ടുള്ളൂ. എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഒരു
Yeah.
അവസാന പുള്ളി വരുമ്പോഴത്തേന് കൊടുക്കാം. Game 13 prediction winner. Game 13. Kingsley.
That's a beautiful ball, balled by the bowler. Gets beaten for a dot ball. Bro, bowlerന്റെ പേരെന്ന് പറയോ? Bro, bowlerന്റെ പേരെന്ന് പറയോ? Bowlerന്റെ പേര്. Okay, thank you. Jobin has done an exceptional job to start the innings with the dot ball. Zero.
ആരാ ആദ്യം സിക്സ് അടിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് നോട്ട് ചെയ്തോളൂ.
ആരാണ് കിങ്സ്ലി സ്റ്റാൻലി അല്ലേ?
Game 13 winner Kingsley.
That is a massive hit into the deep for a sixer as Agil's Korea opens the scoreboard with a 6. Zero. That is an exceptionally well hit shot by Agil's Korea. Finds the sweet spot of the bat. Goes a long way into the parking lot for a 6.
അമൽ ജോയിക്ക് സമ്മാനം.
That is another beautiful hit. Goes for another 6 towards the same region. That's 12 runs in the 3 balls that he has faced, striking with a strike rate of 400. Agil's Korea is looking in dangerous touch here. And that has been called a wide, so that's an extra run added to the scoreboard of 11's Kerala, which brings the score to 13 runs in 3 balls that has been bowled. That is yet another wide. The scoreboard moves to 14 runs in 3 balls. That is another boundary for Agil's Korea, so that's 3 back-to-back sixes. This one towards deep mid-wicket, changing the direction a bit. Has hit 2 back-to-back sixes towards deep square leg, and the third one he's dispatched it to deep mid-wicket region for a sixer. So that's 3 back-to-back sixes for Agil's Korea, and the score is now 20 after the 4 balls. That is a well executed slower ball from the bowler. Has bowled a really good slower ball, and that's a dot ball. That is yet another sixer. That's 4th of this over. And Agil's Korea is looking in predominant touch here. Has scored 24 runs in 6 balls. The score has now moved 26 after the end of the first over. The fielders could only be spectators of the massive sixes that Agil has played all over the park. And it is Ebin Matthew who has come to redeem Redwings. What? Yeah.
Basically, what's going on is that sign up there on the baseball diamond. That's why we
Oh, that's oh, okay, okay. Are they? Do they have a match?
It's because there is baseball coming up, and if there even wasn't baseball, it's technically a promoting thing. You have to
Right.
pay to have a sign up.
Oh, okay, okay,
And
okay.
I'm just saying this personally.
Right. We'll have someone to take it off. Yeah,
Okay.
in a second.
I just
Yeah.
want to say that
Yeah.
because if someone else comes around here from the time they take it down, they don't have
Right.
signs to throw it.
All right. All right. We're gonna have someone to take it off.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. അച്ഛാ ആ ഫ്ലെക്സ് അവിടെ നിന്ന് മാറ്റണമെന്ന് പ്രശാന്തണ്ട ആ അവിടെ ബേസ്ബോളിന്റെ അതിനകത്തിട്ടാണ് ഫ്ലെക്സ് സിക്സ് ആ അത് മാറ്റണമെന്ന് അത് ആ കമ്മിറ്റി ആരെങ്കിലും വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് അവരത് കാട്ടി കളയുന്നു That is a beautiful shot over extra cover, and that's single. ഇതല്ല വീഡിയോ ലൈവ് ഇതാക്കിയായിരുന്നു ലൈവ് That's a beautiful hit by Akhil's Karia to the deep for a single, which brings back Vishnu Shivdas in strike again. Akhil's Karia is 32 of 9, as Vishnu Shivdas has managed to score 2 runs of the 2 balls that he has faced. The score is now 36 without any wickets after 1.5. Looking for a biggie here, takes the edge towards short fine leg, and it is 2 runs of the final ball of the over. The score is now 38 after 2 overs without any wickets. Has managed to score 12 runs in the second over of the innings, comparably well bowled by Jobin. It is Akhil who has come to bowl the third over for Redwings, trying to restrict Akhil's career to the best of his ability. There is a juicy full toss to the legs. Akhil's career taps it towards deep fine leg for a couple of runs. An interesting match going on here against 11's Kerala and Red Wings. And the story has not changed. Akhil's career hits another 6 into the parking lot as he has brought his individual score to 40 runs of 11, and the team score is now 46 without any loss of wickets after 2.2. Of the 14 balls that Red Wings has bowled, Akhil's career faced 11 of them and scored 40 runs. That has been a chance to dismiss Akhil's career but has been dropped by the keeper. A good effort by the bowler. Hits it and he converts it to yet another six. Couldn't time it properly, but the story is not different. It goes all the way for a six over the fielder's head, lands safely over the boundary for another six. Sakil's career scores 46 runs of 13 balls that he has faced. The score is now 52 without any wickets. Hmm. There has been a slight mistake. It is a four, not a six. That's another lofted toss. Tries for a biggie, finds the fielder for a single. And Vishnu Shivdas gets back on strike again. Of the 17 balls that Redwings has bowled, Akhil's career faced 14 of them and scores 45 runs. Vishnu Shivdas scored 4 of 3. That's a beautiful ball. Tries to hit it over the fielder's head. Managed to get a single, and there is a fumble in the deep, which helps 11s to convert the single into 2 runs. After the end of 3 overs, 11's Kerala is 53 without any wickets. After the end of 3 overs, 11 score Kerala managed to score 53 runs as Melvin Thomas is coming to bowl the 4th over. A short ball to the offside, but Akhil managed to find boundary between square leg and mid wicket fielder. And that is half century for Akhil's career. He has scored a beautiful half century. Yep. And that is a huge six, which brings up the half century for Akhil's career. Has scored a beautiful 55 of 16 balls, and the score is now 63. A beautiful innings by Akhil's career. Has scored 55 of 16 balls, helps 11's Kerala to build up a huge total of 63 without any wickets after 3.2. That's yet another huge hit into the deep, and catch dropped by the spectator. That is another six by Akhil's career, which brings his individual total to 61 of 17 and the team total 69 of 3.3. An exceptional hitting display by Akhil's career here on the field. And that's yet another six. It is even longer this time. The spectator has no chance to catch the ball. Akhil's career is looking in tremendous form here. Has scored 67 runs of 18 balls. That's 16 massive runs of 18 balls, which helps the team to bring up a total of 75 runs of 3.4 overs. That is 3 back to back sixes of the over. And that is yet another beautiful six. Just manages to get it over the fielder's head for the 4th six of the over. and Agil's career is now 73 of 19 as the team totals build up to 81 without any loss of wickets. As the non-striker is just being a spectator, Agil's career is hitting sixes all over the park. That's yet another huge six out of the park into the baseball court as the team total climbs up to 87 of the 4 overs, has scored 34 runs in the last over. The team total has now climbed to 87 after 4 overs without any loss of wicket. Sagil's career has shouldered the team single-handedly to bring up the total to 87 after 4 without any loss of wicket. Okay. And Vishnu Shivdas takes a single to the point to bring back Agil's career on strike. Agil's career has scored a huge 79 runs, which included 11 sixes and 2 boundaries, with a massive strike rate of 395. The score is now 88 after 4.1. And Agil's career makes no mistake this time as he scores the 12th six of his innings. His individual score now moved to 85 runs. Agil's career is just short 16 runs short of his century here. The score has now moved to 80 94 of 4.2. Hits it and it goes over the fielder's head for another boundary. That's another 4 for Agil's career, and the individual score has now climbed to 89 of 22 with 3 boundaries and 12 huge sixes with a strike rate of 404. The team total is now 98 without any loss of wicket after 4.3. With 3 balls remaining, could Agil's career manage to score a century here? That's a beautiful ball by the bowler. Has to take a single and comes back for the second, safely takes the double, which brings back Agil's career into the strike again. With Agil's career scored 91 runs of 23 balls. With 2 more balls remaining, the team total has now passed the 100 mark. That's a beautiful lawful toss by the bowler. Agil's career falls just short with 91 of 24 balls, as the team score is now 100 with 1 more balls remaining in the over. And that's yet another dot ball as Agil's career scored 91 runs of 25 balls, which included 12 sixes and 3 fours. The team total is now 100, as Redwings would require 101 in 30 balls to win the game. A beautiful innings, a beautiful showcase of masterclass by Akil's career. Has scored 91 runs of 25 balls with 12 sixes and 3 fours, striking at a strike rate of 364. He has been in the crease for 18 minutes and has managed to get 91 runs on the board for 11's Kerala, as the team total is now 100 runs with the loss of 1 wicket. Of the 30 balls that 11's Kerala played, Agil's career faced 25 of them, and he has scored a huge total of 91 runs to his individual scoreboard on 25 balls, and the team total is 100 runs in 5 overs, with losing the wicket of Vishnu Shivdas in the last ball. 874
ഇതെന്താ ബിബിന് പൊട്ടത്തരം ലോസ്റ്റ് കളിച്ചപ്പത്തിന് 992.
നമുക്കിങ്ങനെ മറ്റേ സാധനമാക്കാറുണ്ട് ഒരു മൈക്ക് കൂടി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു
ഇവരാരെല്ലാം ഒരു ക്യാമറ സെറ്റൊക്കെ തരും.
ഹർഷ ബോഗ്ലെ എന്ത് രവിശാസ്ത്രി
ഇല്ലടാ അവരെ പുള്ളിയെ വിളിക്കേ ക്യാമറ
It has been an absolutely thriller of a match that's been taking place here against 11th Kerala and Redwings, as 11th Kerala managed to score exactly 100 runs in the 50 in 30 balls that they have played. Red Wings would now require 101 run to win the game, that is 20 runs per over. An absolute masterclass batting display by Akhil Skaria, who scored 91 runs of 25 balls, which included 12 sixes and 3 boundaries, striking at a strike rate of 364. He has hit the balls all over the park, all over the region, over extra cover, over deep mid wicket, square leg. He has played all around the park, and the bowlers had no choice but to be spectators of the massive innings Akhil's career has played throughout. As Akhil's career and team makes their way into the field to defend 101 run, Red Wings has to showcase an exceptionally good batting to chase down the score.
ലൈവിലൊരു കോൺവെർസേഷൻ
ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇന്നിങ്സ് കഴിയുമ്പോഴാണ്.
അതെ ഞാൻ കാര്യം ചോദിച്ചോ
ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇന്നിങ്സ് കഴിയുന്ന ഉടനെ പ്രവീൺ ചേട്ടനെ വിളിക്കണം.
എന്നിട്ട്
വിളിക്കണം.
ഓ മറ്റേ സാധനമാണോ അത് അഖിലിൻ്റെ അടുത്തൊരു ആപ്പുണ്ട്
പ്രവീൺ ചേട്ടനെ വിളിക്കണം.
ഇത് അച്ഛനാ ഇത് അടിച്ചു വെച്ചാണോ
A beautiful day here in Jomagani Park, as the weather is looking really promising. Yet another beautiful day full of cricket, as 11 Kerala and Red Wings are fighting each other. 11 Kerala has bundled up a massive 100-run target for Red Wings with the help of Akhil Skaria, who scored 91 runs in 25 balls, as Christo and after doing his part with the bat, Akhil Skaria has come in to contribute his best in bowling as well. Akhil Skaria will be bowling the first over to defend 101 run in 5 overs. And as Akhil Skaria walks in to bowl the first ball, Christo will be facing, and Vishnu will be facing. Vishnu ആണോ first ball facing? കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ക്രിസ്റ്റോ എന്നാണല്ലോ. Beautiful first ball by Akhil Skaria, gets beaten for a dot. He's doing an excellent job here for 11 Kerala with the bat and with the ball as well, as 11 Kerala finds a great start to the second innings. That's another full toss, and it goes all the way for a boundary just over the fielder's head. That is a huge six scored on the second ball of Akhil Skaria. The team total has now moved to 6 runs of 2 balls, as Vishnu has managed to dispatch the ball over the boundary for the first time, and followed by a beautiful dot ball by Agilskaria. That's a great comeback by the bowler.
നെക്സ്റ്റ് കളി ടോസ് യങ്സ്റ്റേഴ്സിനെ ഇലക്ടഡ് ടു ബോൾ 11
Was trying for another slower ball, gets the batsman to hit it over covers for a single.
ഒന്നല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ.
ഡിജിലേ ക്യാമറയുടെ ഫ്രണ്ടിൽ നിന്ന് വരണം.
Trying to hit it over the fielder's head, but only manages to find the fielder for a single. After 4 balls of the innings, it is 8 runs.
നിന്നെ തന്നെ എടുത്തോളാം.
It is 8 runs after the 4 balls. That is yet another slow ball. Finds the bat,
കറക്റ്റ് തന്നെ ഇല്ലേ?
finds the fielder for a single. That's 9 runs added to the total. With 1 ball remaining in the over. Yet another slower by Agilskaria. The batter was determined to hit it over the boundary for a 6, and he doesn't make a mistake. Goes all the way over the boundary for another 6. The score has now moved to 15 runs of the first over from Agilskaria. Mm. As Redwings is chasing 101 run in the 5 overs that has given. They have managed to score 15 of the first over by Agilskaria, and it is now Jebin into the field to bowl the second over. And Vishnu is facing the first ball of the second over and starts off with a wide. That's an extra run added to the total for Red Wings. It's a beautiful ball by Jebin. A great comeback. Finds a dot ball. Jebin hasn't bowled the first over. They hasn't got a chance to bowl in the first game that they had against Hamilton Falcons Blue, but he's looking to be in a really good form here. That's a beautiful ball by Jebin, right on the block hole. Misses Missed by the keeper and manages to get a single, which brings Christo back into strike. Jebin is doing an exceptionally good job here. Has only given away 2 runs in the 2 balls that he has bowled. He has 4 more balls left in the over to prove himself. That is an exceptionally well bowled by Jebin. Stumps skyrocketing as the batsman walks back to the pavilion. The score is now 17 with the loss of a wicket after 1.3. Jebin is doing a really good job with the ball here. Has only given away 2 runs in the 3 balls that he has bowled and taken the important wicket of Christo. As Abhishek has walked into the crease to bowl, but the fourth ball of Jebin. The interesting game is going on here against 11's Kerala and Red Wings. As Abhishek has hit it towards deep mid wicket, finds the fielder but couldn't get a hold on. to the catch, misses it, and Abhishek gets off of strike. Jebin is doing a really good job here with having ball 4 balls, taken the important wicket of Christo and almost took the wicket of Abhishek as the fielder dropped the catch. That is another good hit by Vishnu. Lands the ball in an off-fielder's area, runs for a single, and gets off of strike, which brings Abhishek into strike to face the final ball of the over as Jebin runs into ball the final ball of the over. He balls a slower ball and it is been called a wide by the umpire. It is been called a wide by the umpire, an extra run added to the total. As Jebin walks to ball the final ball again, tries another slow ball yet again. Ball's a little short of length. The batsman has no way but to tap it to deep mid wicket for a single. That is the end of the over as Redwings scored 21 runs with the loss of a wicket. After 2 overs, they would need 80 runs in 3 overs to win the game. The game is slowly gripping away from Red Wings as they would need 80 runs in 3 overs. That is more than 25 runs in the over. It is almost impossible for Red Wings now as they would need to score 80 runs in 3 overs. And it is Rishi who has come into ball the third over for 11's Kerala. It is that's starts off with a short ball. Fielder trying to block the four and manages to save 2 runs for the team. As Rishi balls the third over, first ball he balls it short, and the fielder, the batsman, managed to get 2 runs of the first ball of the third over. Rishi is bowling in the third over, and the batsman tries to hit it over covers, finds a boundary. That's a four on the second ball of Rishi. They would need a lot more of those if they want to be in the game. It's a beautiful four to bring the scoreboard up to 29. Now that's a beautiful pull shot by the batsman. That is a beautiful pull shot by the batsman. Has managed to get a boundary out of it. That is the second consecutive boundary of the over. Has given away 10 runs so far. They would need a couple of more of those if they have to be in the game. That's a beautiful hit by the batsman. Finds the fielder for a single. That's 1 run added to the total as Abhishek rotates a strike to Vishnu. With 2 more balls remaining in the over, he has given away 11 runs so far. They would need at least 2 boundaries in this over to be in the game. And it has been called wide by the umpire. An extra run added to the total as എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കാൻ അതല്ല that is yet another wide. അന്ന് ഇയാൾ ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കും. എനിക്ക് ആ സ്കോർ ഒന്ന് കാണണം. It is yet another wide. Tries to hit it over for a boundary, but finds the fielder, and Vishnu walks back to the pavilion as a beautiful catch taken by Nitin Chakatil. It's a beautiful catch, comfortable catch taken by Nitin to dismiss Vishnu as he walks back to the pavilion Vaishnav comes in to face the final ball of the over. The score is now 34 with the loss of 2 wickets after 2.5, and Red Wings need 67 runs in 13 balls. And tries to hit it over the fielder's head for a boundary. Couldn't get the timing right. Manages to get a single in the over. That is 35 after the end of 3 overs with the loss of 2 wickets. Red Wings would now require 66 runs in 12 balls to win the game.
Sri.
Oh. It is almost an impossible task for Red Wings now to chase 66 runs in the last 12 balls, as Sri Kumar is walking down to bowl the fourth over. Sri has always been a trusted bowler for 11's Kerala. ഇത് ഈ മൈക്ക് പറയണം, അത് മറ്റേ ലൈവാ. Ball's a beautiful Yorker in the first ball. That is a beautiful Yorker. As he starts the over with a beautiful Yorker, that's a dot ball. Red Wings now require 66 in 11 balls. So that's 11 sixes in 11 balls, and he managed to get one out of the 11. That goes all the way into the parking lot for a 6. They would need a lot more of those for them to win the game. Red Wings would now need 60 runs in 10 balls, that is 6 of every single ball. Seems a little impossible here to score 6s of all the remaining balls 11s has to bowl. It may look impossible, but it is always possible, as Red Wings would only need 60 runs in this 10 balls. And that's another hit into the deep, but a beautiful effort by Rishi to save 2 runs. The score is now 43 after 3.3, as Red Wings needs 58 runs in 9 balls with the required run rate over 36. It is now almost impossible for Red Wings to score. And that is a huge 6. That is a huge 6 by the batsman. Scores a massive 6 over deep spell of 49. The team score is now 49 to 2 after 3.4. They would now require 52 runs in 8 balls to win the game. That is yet another good hit by the batsman. That is another 6. That is another massive 6 by the batsman of a fine leg. The score has now moved to 55, and Red Wings would now require 46 of 7. And it is the final ball of the over, last ball of the fourth over. As Red Wings now require 46 runs, and that's yet another massive 6, as the scoreboard climbs to 61 run after 4 overs with the loss of 2 wickets, includes 5 extras, and Red Wings would now require 40 runs in 6 balls to win the game, as Tansil Tail is 40 ജയിക്കാൻ. The score is now 61. The score is now 61 with the loss of 2 wickets after 4 overs, and Red Wings would now need 40 runs in 6 balls. Stansil Tail is walking into ball the final over. They would have to restrict the opposition within 40 runs in the allotted 6 balls. If they bowl 6 legal balls, the game is won by 11's Kerala. It may sound impossible, but Red Wings has a fraction of a chance here to win the game if they manage to get all 6s. And that's a beautiful ball by Tansil, and that is a dot ball. Redwings now requires 40 runs in 5 balls to win the game. That's another good ball. Batsman tries the reverse switch and the fielder managed to get there on time to block the boundary. Manages to get only 2 runs as Red Wings would now require 38 of 4 balls to win the game. That's another good hit and it helped them to bring up another couple of runs to the scoreboard. The score is now 65 for 2 after 4.3 and they would now require 36 runs in 3 balls that is left in the innings as Tencel is bowling a really good over here, has only given away 4 runs in the 3 balls that he has bowled, would now require 36 runs in 3 balls to win the game for Red Wings. The game is impossible. The game is now and that is a run out in the deep. The batsmen have to walk back to the pavilion. ഹലോ എന്താവാ 3 കളി കഴിഞ്ഞു അഖില് തൻസിൽ തന്നെ അമ്പയർ എപ്പോണേലും പോരെ തൻസിൽ ബോളർ തന്നെയാണ് പ്രസന്റേഷൻ നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ തന്നെ സമയത്ത് നടക്കുന്നത് വൈകുന്നേരം 5:30 ഒരു 4 മണിയൊക്കെ ആകുമ്പോൾ വന്നാൽ
ഇപ്പം വന്ന പുതിയ ബാറ്റ്സ്മാൻ്റെ പേരെന്നായിരുന്നു?
ഒന്ന് കാണിച്ച് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. അക്ഷയ്. That is a beautiful hit by the batsman to get a boundary of the final ball of the innings as 11 Kerala has successfully won the game against Red Wings with a huge margin of 28 runs. On the second innings, Red Wings have managed to score 72 runs in the allotted 5 overs, losing only 3 wickets, and 11 Kerala won the game by 28 runs. And it is none other than Akhil Skaria who has been announced as man of the match for the second game against 11 Kerala and Red Wings. Has scored a massive 91 runs with a strike rate of 364, which includes 13 sixes and 3 fours. And I would also request Akhil Skaria to collect the man of the match for the first game.
When you're looking for a new home, why not seek the counsel of a friend who happens to know the housing market better than you could ever imagine? Prashant Vijayarajan Pillai is an award-winning realtor expert from the very best Remax Real Estate Center, who is a leader in the real estate industry, adopting the latest technologies and creating innovative marketing programs. Prashant's professional touch is guiding you through the home buying or selling journey. In the end, helping people is what real estate is all about. Prashant has been widely adored by his clients for being positive, enthusiastic, transparent, and trustworthy. His motto is to make sure that you love where you live. Prashant Vijayarajan Pillai, an experience beyond real estate. An experience beyond real estate.